Hello again, welcome to the channel. We're heading to the Kelpies. Got me a man about. I've got to buy a couple of horses, a couple of metal horse heads. Just we're having a site meeting there to see how much it'll be. Do you know that? Like, I must apologise. I've got these holders that I bought. You know, because before I was filming, I was using interesting. I was using what I was using was like glue tack and everything. I was just like sticking the phone up and just leaving it, and that was all right. And it was like it didn't move. Well, it did. It either didn't move or it did move. And when it did move, it fell off. So what happened was I've used these holders, and the problem with they are secure. The problem is they jiggle, right? So when I'm going like maybe 50 or 60 miles per hour, so sometimes the phone goes out of focus. There was one video I did the other day where it was sort of blurred at the roundabout, and then when I pulled onto the main road, it was crystal clear. So the phone is getting its knickers in a twist, sort of thing. And other than that, I mean, these things, they're not falling off the windscreen. You know, I can fit the phone on it without. I've worked out the best way to do it. But the problem that people have is the buttons and things at the side, you know. So I'm not sure a way around the jiggly thing. You know, like could I rest it on, you know, on the dashboard or something from the windscreen? Might be an option, but yeah, probably. Maybe we should try doing that. I mean, people won't be happy if they get like video, if they're looking at a video and it's a bit blurry or something. But I mean, obviously, because you're not allowed to touch, you know, when you're driving the phone, so these things are actually working quite well from that respect. You know, you just put it on and switch it on, and then film, you know, and then if you want to change it, you know, or you could put it in the computer, and then I often mostly do that. I just like, although I need to maybe do a bit more of that. Like, I tend to just put videos straight on to YouTube. Like, and I was kind of working the assumption that YouTube is so big, and so many people doing it that there's no way I can compete. You know, is what I'm saying. So why don't I just be me and just be as incompetent as I am and just chuck the videos on? Is what I'm actually doing at the moment. But at the same time, I would like to maybe put a bit more effort into them. You know, sort of, you know, edit them, and they're just basic videos I'm doing. There's nothing about them, nothing technical about them. I mean, I would like to point out I am an artist and everything, and I was at college and university, but it's more fine art that was my thing. Videoing was a real bit of a problem for me, because anything technical, my brain turns to mush. You know. Now what is that? Is that certain C3? What is it? Air? Oh, that'll be like a right, air cross. Well, you see, I'm often thinking about buying a newer car, and I've gone off the idea. I'm totally into buying an older car, is my idea. And because the older cars, so I'm talking about, say, from the noughties, you know, the older cars, you're not going to have the same problems with the diagnostics, you know. you get with anything from, you don't have AdBlue. But this car I'm driving is 57 plate, so it doesn't have AdBlue. The handling's a bit wobbly now because I've got winter tyres on. In case you're wondering why we're wobbling around. So, well, you feel it there in the corner, like, well, it's 4 degrees, it's not that. The problem with the winter tyres is that the warmer it gets, the noisier they get and the more wobbly. And the problem is that if you go and take them off, it will fucking snow. So really, you kind of need to leave them on to May. You know, never cast a clue until May is out. That sort of C3 is fairly good. It's bottom spec, isn't it? Do we have to have these sexual innuendo? I mean, I'm struggling. Well, the other wheels I've got for this car are from the Peugeot 206 GT, and there I can really fling it roundabouts, corners, when I put these. I've got another car as well. I've got the C4 Grand car, so I've actually got a set of cross climates on that I bought off somebody like a year or so ago. They were on Mercedes alloy wheels, and I bought them for £100. They're Michelin, I think they're Michelin cross climates, and they're all the same, obviously, the 4 matching tyres. And I got them removed. It cost me £70 to have them removed and fitted to the Citroen 16-inch alloy wheels that I had, because I had a spare set. And I fitted them to them with the Citroen. I've got the C4 Grand because with 17-inch alloys, which look really cool. Anyway, I put the 16-inch alloys on with the cross climates, and that, you know, that's given me plenty grip, you know. So I suppose, well, probably cross climates, technically you should be able to use them all the time. That I'll probably put the 17-inch alloys back on in May. The white car, and the reason really is that the cross climates are probably more likely to wear out, I would think, in the summer, you know. So that if I do it like that, they should last for ages, you know. So but I need to get tyres for the 17-inch alloys. I'll probably go for AO tellies, that or something like that. I don't know. I'll need to find them, but whether I get them fitted on, you know, on, I could buy them off eBay and then there's a place here in Grangemouth that does it, fair deal tyres. They're really good in there. The only sort of issue I have with them, I've noticed, is, and they seem to jack up cars, places that I wouldn't, like on the sill. Them doing that. So if you're really worried about your car, where is that Citroen going? So you're not indicating, you know. You should fucking indicate when you're turning left. Indicate. I wasn't sure if it was just in the wrong lane and was going to go straight on. Because I should have pulled into the middle lane sooner than what I actually did. This roundabout here is really hard to get your head round. It's a pain in the neck, actually. Which lane do you go in? You know, it's like, is it this one? And normally you've got like trucks here, like, probably, I mean, you get round to this bit. It's fucking these round. Who designs these fucking roundabouts? Like, some kind of weirdo. Probably cyclist designs it, and it's like, oh, I've got an award for this. it's always difficult to know which lane to go in. But today it's easy because it's quiet, isn't it? It's working from home, eh? So I watched. There's a Land Rover, just sort of a Range Rover there, you know. So T44 Atkins. That'd be like Tommy Atkins or something, or Teresa Atkins, or it probably looks like a man's car. Well, there's a man in it. That's the clue. Well, is there? I don't know. Are you making assumptions that you can't cash in? No, that's not. So I don't know. I would say it'd be Atkins, 80k. I've never really got like a private number thing. I've never really. I keep thinking about it, and then I just go, why would you pay all that? I know it's been like an investment for some people. They pay like a couple £100 for something that's now worth thousands, you know. But it's a weird thing because it's something that it's an abstract thought, you know. I knew that Range Rover was going to be irritating. I got in the wrong lane there, you see. But fucking yeah, because of that psycho Range Rover. What can happen in that roundabout is you can actually get. See, if you go in the lane that the Range Rover went in, you can actually get stuck there. If there's traffic turning right and they're not getting filtered quickly enough, that does happen. So I wouldn't have one of these. Range Rovers are fantastic cars, but so much fucking trouble. You know, like anybody who's in the motor trade will tell you. Like, and I'm sort of loosely in the motor trade. I've been in the motor trade, and you know. So I had to slow down there because of the bushes. I was like, you know, you don't want to like go straight through and find there's a Mazda MX-5 that appears and hits you. So made it. Okay, hope, like, share and subscribe.